again. Hi, I'm Maxine Dang. I'm the new COO of Profitable Designer. I'm just hopping on to quickly check on everyone's progress inside the program. So, Dave, for everyone who hasn't got the chance to get to know you, can you give us a quick intro on who you are and the type of design work that you do, please?
Sure, yeah. Well, I have a company called Human Folk. We specialize in branding and advertising. We work mostly with consumer packaged goods and hospitality clients, as well as some work in entertainment. And we're based out of Toronto, Canada. We're small on purpose. And yeah, we love working with startups and founders. And that's really where my jam is working with startups and founders, helping people launch new ideas and new businesses into the market.
Great. And how long have you been inside the Profitable Designer program for?
How long have I been in the program?
Yeah.
I think I joined up with Patrick in 2021, I think. 2020 or 2021, I think. So it's been a few years. It's been a roller coaster, but it's been great all along the way.
Okay. And what made you decide to join? Like, where were you in your business that made you go, I need a mentor?
Where, I mean, where was I? Sitting in my office with no clients for like the second or third month in a row, probably. I was doing like some work here or there. My business partner and I, we had some little things, but nothing that was like making a difference. It was enough to pay bills and keep the lights on, but um, it just it wasn't enough to actually feel like we had a business. And then I think I saw one of Patrick's videos, and it was like he was speaking right to me. And I booked a phone call with him, and literally that first conversation, it was like he had been sitting in my studio the whole time, just like he's like, I bet this is what your day is like. I'm like, it is like that, and it's terrible. So it's it was a while ago. It's definitely not like that anymore, but um, it was pretty bleak at the beginning, I would say.
I hear ya. I hear ya. And ever since you joined the program, what has been or what have been one of your biggest like aha moments since you joined?
That's a great question. I mean, I think the biggest transformation we had was just in how we talked about design. Um, I think we always, I think anytime you're really rooted in any kind of discipline, it's easy to get sucked into the jargon and the language of that discipline. And I think the biggest thing right away was like Patrick got us out of that jargon, got us speaking in, business language, getting rid of all that design speak and just actually starting to talk like normal human beings again. And it was really remarkable the results we saw just in changing our conversation. We probably 5x our rates just by changing that conversation of value. The value was no longer graphic design. The value was everything that we were causing in the businesses that we were doing. And we just happened to do that with graphic design. So that was like probably the biggest aha moment.
Gotcha. And congrats on five extra rates. That's amazing to hear. And
Yeah.
with that, yeah, with that being one of the results of applying the thinking, the strategies of the program, um, what other changes have you seen in your business ever since you start applying these thinkings and strategies?
Yeah. I mean, it's such a loaded question. I mean, I would say it's a complete change. It's a complete 180, I would say. Like I look at our business now no longer as a designer and no longer as someone who's trying to do, funky work they want to do. Like I'm very much look at it as like a machine that has components and elements that have to be maintained and, developed further and constantly, kind of massaged so it runs better. And I think the biggest thing that I found is I no longer look to my business for creative fulfillment. I feel like I actually like have creativity left over. I do art now for my creative fulfillment, and business is business. And I think that was a big one, was like, it's not that my work doesn't fulfill me creatively, but it's not the focus anymore. It's very much like cause results for the clients now. Um, I'd say that's the biggest thing. I no longer look for creative fulfillment from my business. I look at building a business.
Yeah. You're like, this is business. And I think it's
Yeah,
for the best, right? Um,
I think well, it's freed me up emotionally, I would say.
100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. And how have you enjoyed being inside the Profitable Designer community?
Mm. Yeah, that's the big piece. I think business ownership and entrepreneurship can be very lonely, especially if it's just you kind of starting out. I'm very fortunate in that I have a business partner. But I think even for both of us, having a community of people who are going through the same spaces as us, um, a place where like we can contribute and give back and help people, but also we're getting so much from people when we pose questions in the community. But I think at the same time, when you say to someone in this community, like, oh, I'm having a really hard time with X, they're either like right there or they've been there and they totally get where you're at. And I think that's the hard part when you're a business owner or business leader, is it's hard to find those spaces where people get emotionally where you're at, physically where you're at, the toll it takes on you sometimes. And so I think that's the biggest piece, apart from everyone helping each other, just the fact that these people get you, they get what you're going through, they're going through it themselves. There's a lot of power in that, I think.
100%. And for somebody who were in your shoes, just like sitting in your design office and not getting clients and struggling what to do, and they're thinking of joining the program, what would you say to them knowing what you know now?
What would I say to them? Just make a decision. Well, so much of what we do is held back because of indecisiveness. And I think there's a million ways that it can go, and there's a million things that you could do. But if you resonated with something that Patrick said, or you're sitting on the fence, I would just take a look, and you've probably been here before, and you probably took no action, and you probably are sitting on the same fence you've been sitting on for the last year, 2 years, 3 years, however long. So just like make a decision, shit or get off the pot, find leadership anywhere you can. And for me, I've been in this game now for like 20 years. And I learn new stuff from Patrick every time we chat. So it's just a conversation with the man is worth its weight in gold. So if you're sitting on the fence, just talk to him and tell him you're sitting on the fence. He'll get you off real quick.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. Well, thank you so much for sharing your experience inside the program. It's an honor to be a part of your journey, and I'll see you inside the program.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
Great.